Welcome, history explorers, to History of the Current Day. What do a few carefully chosen words, the brutal reality of frozen trenches, and a giant leap across the cosmos all have in common? They all happened on this very day, November 19th, throughout history, painting a vivid picture of humanity's capacity for both profound conflict and soaring achievement. So grab your historical compass, because we're about to journey through time. Our first stop takes us back to 1863, amidst the blood and thunder of the American Civil War. Just 4 months after the deadliest battle on American soil, Gettysburg, a solemn ceremony was held to dedicate a new national cemetery for the fallen soldiers. The featured speaker, a renowned orator named Edward Everett, delivered a 2-hour address. But it was a different speaker following Everett who would etch his words into the very soul of the nation, President Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln's Gettysburg Address, delivered on November 19, 1863, lasted barely 2 minutes and was just 272 words long. Initial reactions were mixed, with some newspapers dismissing it as too short. Yet its power was undeniable. Standing on that hallowed ground, Lincoln didn't just eulogize the dead, he redefined the war. He spoke of a new birth of freedom and a government of the people, by the people, for the people, reminding a fractured nation of its founding ideals. It was a call to unity and a profound testament to democratic principles, offered at a time when the very survival of the Republic hung by a thread. Imagine the Union soldiers, many still recovering from their wounds, listening, some perhaps hearing for the first time a clear, concise articulation of why they were fighting and what their sacrifices truly meant. Fast forward less than 80 years, and the world was embroiled in an even larger, deadlier conflict, World War II. Our next event brings us to the Eastern Front, where the city of Stalingrad had become a hellish landscape of rubble and death. On November 19, 1942, the Soviet Red Army launched Operation Uranus, a massive, two-pronged counteroffensive aimed at encircling the German Sixth Army trapped within Stalingrad. This wasn't just another battle, it was a desperate gamble against the formidable German war machine. Under the cloak of a brutal Russian winter, with temperatures plunging to sub-zero, Soviet forces launched their attack on the flanks held by less equipped Romanian and Hungarian armies. The sheer scale was immense. Hundreds of thousands of soldiers, thousands of tanks and artillery pieces, all moving through frozen, unforgiving terrain. Within days, the jaws of the pincer movement closed, trapping over 250 000 Axis soldiers inside the city. The human cost was unimaginable, but Operation Uranus marked a decisive turning point in World War II, signaling the beginning of the end for Hitler's ambitions on the Eastern Front. It was a victory forged in unimaginable suffering, a stark contrast to Lincoln's plea for unity, yet both events profoundly shaped the future. Now let's take a truly giant leap, not just in time, but in space. On November 19, 1969, humanity once again reached for the stars as Apollo 12, NASA's second manned mission to the Moon, successfully landed in the ocean of storms. Just 4 months after Neil Armstrong's historic One Small Step, Apollo 12 crew commander Pete Conrad, lunar module pilot Alan Bean, and command module pilot Richard Gordon demonstrated a new level of precision in space travel. Their mission was to achieve a pinpoint landing near the Surveyor 3 robotic probe, which had landed on the Moon in 1967. And they did it. Conrad and Bean touched down just 600 feet from Surveyor 3. This allowed them to retrieve parts of the probe for analysis back on Earth, proving that long-term exposure to the lunar environment didn't destroy equipment as much as feared. Imagine the exhilarating, nerve-wracking descent, guided by computers that were less powerful than today's smartphones, culminating in a perfect landing on an alien world. It was a testament to human ingenuity, courage, and our insatiable drive to explore the unknown. From the solemn words of a president trying to heal a nation, to the frozen battlefields where millions fought and died, to the tranquil, dusty surface of the moon, November 19th shows us the incredible range of human experience. It's a day when we've seen the depths of human conflict and the heights of human ambition. It reminds us that even after the darkest battles, humanity continues to strive for something greater, whether it's a new birth of freedom or a new frontier among the stars. These snapshots from November 19th serve as powerful reminders. Lincoln's words echo through time, urging us to remember our shared values. The sacrifices at Stalingrad underscore the devastating costs of war, while the triumph of Apollo 12 inspires us to push the boundaries of what's possible. So, as you go about your day, remember these moments. They are not just dates in a history book, but vivid testaments to the complex, challenging, and ultimately awe-inspiring journey of humanity. Until next time, keep exploring history.